Used to plus infinitive. This is the topic. Used to plus infinitive. So we say that an infinitive verb is the following. An infinitive verb, it's a verb that in Spanish ends with ar, ir. Like right? This is the infinitive form of a verb in Spanish. In English, we say that infinitive is the original form of the verb. And we add the preposition to. Okay. This is an infinitive verb. Used to plus infinitive has a specific meaning of the verb solía in Spanish. Okay. Solía in Spanish. And is exclusive for past tense. Remember that the used to plus infinitive is exclusive for past tense. Only use it for past tense. And is used also to explain about past habits or remarkable past actions. To give emphasis or to express something important to you that you did in the past. Solía. For example, examples. I used to visit all the members. I used to visit all the members of my ward. She used to dance in every party. That's the meaning in Spanish. And they used to practice English together. They used to practice English together. So basically here we have the subject, The structure is the following. We have the subject plus the expression used to plus the verb in infinitive plus the complement. Complement or predicate. Okay, so this is the structure here. Please write one sentence with used to plus infinitive affirmative. Write it in the chat. One sentence. Used to plus infinitive in the chat. Okay. Oh, very good. So we also have negative sentences. Negative. What is the auxiliary for past tense?
Did.
Because it's negative, we add not, didn't, not, or didn't. Use to visit all the members of my word. Please notice that in negative form, they used to changes because I have an auxiliary that is helping me to cover the past tense of the sentence. So I didn't use, I don't need the letter D on this verb. Use is a regular verb. In this case, I don't use the verb in past tense. I use it in present tense and, of course, the infinitive. I didn't use to visit all the members of my ward. Next one. She didn't. She didn't.
Teacher, can you repeat this rule, please?
The role? What's the role?
Well, lo de use.
The use? Okay, just let me finish this example. She didn't use to dance in every party. So I was saying that you need to know that the use is with no D. Normally is used to with D at the end, but because I have the auxiliary didn't, I don't need to use the verb in past tense.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. This is basically a sentence in simple past. You remember that in simple past, we don't say, I didn't eat all the food. We don't use the verb in past. We say, I didn't eat all the food. Right? So it's the same with this. Because I have the auxiliary, I can change the use without D.
Can you repeat, teacher, please?
I was saying that you don't need to add the D to the used to because we have the auxiliary didn't. And it's basically a simple past sentence like these ones. In this case, we don't say I didn't eat all the food. Why? Because I have my auxiliary. We say I didn't eat all the food. It's the same with used to plus infinitive. It's simple past, only for simple past.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the affirmative sentence, when is the third person, there isn't rule?
No, no rule for third person. Remember that in simple past, we don't add S to the verb. It's only in present simple. And because used to is an expression only for simple past tense, we follow the same rules. We use the same auxiliary. One more. They didn't use to practice English together. And that's how it goes for the second one. We have they didn't, the auxiliary, then we have used to plus the verb practice. Can we have a screenshot of this and share it in the group, please?
Teacher, is correct my sentence? ¿Cómo
No.
digo? Pero ahora, yes, sí, o okay.
Now, yes. No, that's a false friend. Ahora sí, no. You didn't used to speak English, but now you did. Ahora lo haces. That sentence is in Peruvian English, right? English for Peru.
Teacher, I lost in the part, the example, I didn't eat all the food.
I'm just comparing the sentences. What I'm saying is that normalmente used to es como si hicieran una oración en pasado simple. Entonces, en pasado simple el verbo lo usamos después del auxiliar con infinitivo.
Oh,
No,
okay, okay. I understand.
por eso hay
Thanks.
una X acá.
Okay.
More questions? Nico. Okay. No. Okay. Then, do we have a screenshot of this? Yes, thank you so much. All right, so now we go with the interrogative sentences. Okay, interrogative. Did you used to visit all the members of your ward? Do you used to visit all the members of your ward? Okay, so basically this is the structure for an interrogative sentence. We have first the auxiliary did, plus we have the subject, plus we have the expression used to, plus the verb in infinitive, plus the complement. Don't forget the question mark. Do you used to visit the members of your ward? Yes, I did. Yes, I used to visit them. Another example. Did she used to dance in all the parties or in every party? Did she used to dance in every party? Okay. Very good. And the last one, did they use to practice English together? What is that sentence in Spanish, class?
¿Ellos solían practicar inglés juntos?
In Spanish, the structure with subject first or not subject first, it's okay. But in English, we have a structure, right? So we can say, solían ellos practicar inglés juntos. Yes, they used to practice English together. Or yes, they did. And now they're married. Okay. Very good. Okay, now the sentence you wrote, please write it in negative and interrogative in the chat. The same sentence in negative and interrogative in the chat. Okay, so here I have some questions, but specifically with question words. What, who, when, where, why. And we also how, right? It's the same. We have here how. How. First, you will have the question word plus did, the auxiliary, plus the phrase use to with no d, plus the verb in infinitive, plus the complement and the question mark. This is basically the structure. And how you answer. For example, number one, what did you used to do when you were a missionary? I used to preach the gospel when I was a missionary. I used to talk with all the people in the street when I was a missionary, etc. Who did you used to visit when you were a mission? When you were in the mission? I used to visit all the members of my ward when I was a missionary or when I was in a mission. Do you understand that part? Because this is important to produce your English, right? To create English. If you know how to ask questions and how to answer questions, you are done. Not dumb, de rápidos y furiosos. You are done, están hechos.
Teacher, can you collocate the significate in Spanish question, please?
Of course.
Teacher, en la estructura no era necesario agregar el sujeto, ¿verdad?
In English, yes. In Spanish,
No, en inglés, en inglés. Ahí es que aquí en la estructura, después de did va subject, ¿verdad? ¿O no?
oh yes, sorry.
When
Right.
when means don't. ¿Cuándo, teacher?
1 second. Done? What's done? In what sentence?
Me? When? When in the
Yes, cuando.
when did you used to preach the gospel?
Preach, predicar. Cuando solías predicar el evangelio? ¿Cuándo? I used to preach the gospel when I was a missionary, when I was in the mission. So this is the translation of the questions.
Teacher, you were también puede significar como tú eras.
Yes.
Okay.
You were in the mission significa estabas, porque si
Ajá.
lo traducimos como eras, no va a tener mucho sentido.
Ujú. Ok. Entonces se le da el significado dependiendo del contexto.
Depending on the context, of course.
Thank you.
And why are you speaking in Spanish, González? Only me can speak in Spanish.
Forgive me. I forget it. I love you.
You own me one portion of tacos. That's the penalty. Mexicans, you will pay me with tacos. Guatemalans, pollo campero. Colombians, salchipapas. And Peruvians, of course, cevichitos. Do you have
Unas
some-
arepas.
Ooh, arepas are good. But rather salchipapas, you know, con tocinetica, con maduro, con carne mechadita, tocinetica. Who are countries we have here? Yeah. Dominican Republic. Some mango maybe. I don't know. But Dominican Republic's always speaking in English, right, Eliezer?
Teachers, what is mango?
It's a Dominican Republic. It's a Dominican Republic food. Okay. Are we good on this topic? Yes. Okay. Very good. So, can we take a screenshot of this and share it in the group? Where is Alex? Can you take the screenshot, Alex, and share it in the group, please?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Okay. So now we will delete all of this. Ooh. And we will learn another expression here that we call would plus infinitive. Would plus infinitive. Would plus infinitive, class, basically means the same as used to. The same. And this is the same verb, solía. Solía. But the difference here is that would first is more polite. More polite. Then it's also not commonly used in all the expressions.
Teacher, what is the meaning polite?
Policía. No, polite is educado. Polite. When I say Jimmy is very polite with everyone, it's like you are like amable, educado. This is a polite expression. Would.
Teacher,
Another-
can you explain again would plus infinitive, the meaning?
Solía.
It's the same?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So the meaning is the same, but we don't use it. We don't use it in the same times as used to. This is very polite. Very polite. And there are some extra rules that are not very relevant. But for you to understand it better, we will say that we use would in repetitive actions. Repetitive actions. Examples. Another characteristic of would is that you need to specify the time. You need to specify the time. With used to is not necessary. For example, I used to visit my grandma. With used to, I can use it with not a specification, right? Not a specification of time. But with would, I need to use the specification of time. I would visit my grandma on weekends. And very important, it's only would plus infinitive. Here, it doesn't count the preposition to. En would no la usamos. We don't use the preposition to in would. And what's the meaning of this? The same as solía. Yo solía visitar a mi abuela. Yo solía visitar a mi abuela los fines de semana. O en los fines de semana. Lo mismo, solo que would es algo más formal. En inglés. En español suena igual, pero en inglés no. And you need to specify the time. Janet?
Teacher, I have a question. Would no es, por ejemplo, I would like to work on, o es diferente.
Is different. You are talking about would like. And would like es tomada como una expresión en sí, no separada. Acá solo es would plus infinitive.
Pensé que would era como el iría, como me gustaría o
¿Sí?
el iría, no sé cómo explicar.
También, pero en este caso, la expresión para decir ia lleva to al final. I would like to. I would run. Yo correría. Y el contexto es diferente. Este contexto está en simple past. Y allí van a notar la diferencia cuando ustedes hablen. That's when you are going to talk.
Okay.
To notice the difference. But would like is true. In other context, it means ia. The expressions with ia.
Teacher, so used to and would, it's the same.
In meaning, yes. What is the most common one? Used to. What is the most formal one? Would. And not very common. Not people will not use it a lot. But it exists. It's part of the grammar. You will find it maybe in speeches, politicians, very old people, very old English, like that.
Teacher, is correct my sentence? I sent in the chat.
Where do you used to do your class when you were learning English? Yeah. Is correct?
Thanks, teacher.
As somebody that I used to know. That's the song Jesus is saying in the chat. Questions with wood? More questions? So most of the time you will use the expression used to talk about past habits. To talk about past habits. Yes.
If I say I will, you say I will visit my grandma, and that's a polite way. But if I say I will visit my grandma, but the meaning change, right?
I would visit my grandma.
But I can't because I sí iría el ia. I will visit.
Oh
my
yeah,
grandma.
exactly.
I will visit my grandma, but
I can't.
But I can't.
Exactly.
It's the same phrase. It's the same, but I added but.
But I can't.
But I can't.
Entonces ahí ya cambió la oración. Visitaría a mi abuela los fines de semana, pero no puedo. But here, the context I'm using is past tense. I would visit my grandma on weekends. Y en este contexto, tal vez yo estoy contando una historia o estoy relatando cosas de mi vida personal.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Very good. Very good. And what happened if you want to say, can we take a screenshot of this, Alex, and share it in the group, please?
Sure, teacher.
What happened if you want to say, yo suelo visitar a mi abuela on weekends? Well, because used to and would are expressions exclusive for past tense or simple past, we will use an adverb to say it in present tense. And these adverbs is usually. Usually. So I will say, I usually visit my grandma on weekends. And this means yo suelo visitar a mi abuela los fines de semana. O yo usualmente visito a mi abuela los fines de semana. Lo mismo, solo que con diferentes palabras. This is to express customs in present tense.